What's up, guys? This is Bobby Douglas, and we are back today with another 2020 NBA Draft Prospect full game video breakdown. And today we're looking at DePaul forward Paul Reed. So Paul Reed is a junior, just finished his junior season at DePaul, and he's kind of a late bloomer. His freshman year, he didn't really do much. Sophomore year, he was Big East's most improved player, and then this year he just totally turned into a beast. He was second team All Big East this year, and he averaged around 15 points a game with 11 rebounds, which is very solid. The game we're going to watch today is against Creighton, and in this game he was very impressive, even though they lost. He had 22 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks with an assist and a steal as well. I have him 45th on my big board, so right in the middle of the second round. I've seen him as early as late first round, and then I've seen him as low as around where I have him. I like Paul Reed as a prospect. I think he's very athletic. I think he's very mobile for a big guy. There are a lot of forwards in this draft that I think are capable of guarding 1 through 5. We've talked about Precious Achiuwa. We've talked about Onyeka Okongwu. I think Paul Reed fits into this category as a very versatile defender, especially on the perimeter. So yeah, let's just watch it right now. And again, this is against Creighton, so I will make this small and then full screen. And we will get right into it. So they're going up against Creighton. Creighton has one player in my top 100, and that's Tyshon Alexander, number 5. And then Reed just lost a tip-off. He's number 4 in white for DePaul. So we'll watch him play. So he's guarding, I believe that's Damian Jefferson to start off with. Creighton plays a lot of small ball, and so their tallest starter is Christian Bishop, and he's only 6'7", so just keep that in mind. Again, I think in a Sports Illustrated article described him as toolsy, which is just a perfect description for him. Again, he's really long, really athletic, really quick on his feet, can get a lot of rebounds, can score the ball pretty effectively. With him, it just comes down to a few things. One, his motor isn't always consistently there. He tends to fall asleep a lot, especially on defense. He'll miss weak side cutters and things like that. Just basic, simple reads that he needs to be more attentive of. And then his shot, you'll see it several times in this game. His jump shot, it has a little bit of a hitch in it, and I'm not really sure how it'll be fixed at the NBA level or if it will be fixed. Even though he shot, again, 31% from 3, which isn't bad, but it's still not great. And he shot 74% from the free throw line, which, again, is not bad. But, again, I'm just not a huge I don't really buy his form a whole lot. So that's just something to keep in mind as well. But, again, you're talking about a guy who is supremely athletic. Again, a really good north-south athlete along with east-west. Can jump really high, can get a lot of blocks. He had 3 in this game, I believe. So there's a lot of things to look to like with him in terms of physical upside. And again, I think at DePaul he played a lot of 5. And he's only a 6'9" player. But he can pretty much hang with people down low. See right there, that's just crashing the glass. He came from the 3-point line and he just totally read that ball. And again, he just sprinted there. Nobody picked him up, and he almost got that offensive rebound right there. That's the type of thing that he'll bring. He'll bring a lot of energy, assuming his motor gets more consistent at the NBA level. So that's something to look out for as well. So again, he's on Damian Jefferson right now. And again, he's very rim-oriented in DePaul's system, even though he can defend on the perimeter. So right now he was on Tyshon Alexander, so it's just one of those things. He didn't really do much there, but again, he's comfortable switching on to guards. And again, he's guarding a player that's tops out at 6'6", 6'7" right now in Damian Jefferson. So again, he's comfortable guarding smaller players. And he could also bang down low because he has a massive just upper body, good strong torso. So he can kind of play physical on the blocks as well. And I think he's abnormally light on his feet for being 6'5" as well. For being 6'9", excuse me. So right now he's on Alexander. Again, he didn't really contest that drive a whole lot. He looked like he was kind of going for the chase down block there. He shows better speed later in the game. than what he did on that defensive possession. So we got free throws here, so I'll skip these. So here he's setting a ball. He set a little slip screen right there, and he popped out to the three-point line. So right now in this game, DePaul's 13-5. Remember, they started the season off like 12-0 or something, and they looked pretty good, and then they just totally fell apart in Big East play. So that's something. So again, he's on Jefferson here, and again, he's really helping off Jefferson right now. Let's see what he does here. Decent job staying in front of Jefferson right there. He had a lot of help on the strong side, it looked like, but so we got him just playing help defense right now. Another thing that he's not the greatest at, he doesn't really look at people to box out. Again, it's just kind of the off-ball awareness, I think, isn't fully there yet. And you worry about that because he is a junior in college, so it maybe suggests that he has limited potential for growth in that area. So right there, so you saw that three-point shot right there. It's kind of, he has a weird hitch to his shot, which makes me wonder about his three-point versatility in the NBA, if he could ever get that shot down. So that worries me a little bit. But again, he shot 75% from the line, I believe. So again, he's not a horrible shooter. It's just that I really don't like that form. But again, you saw right there, he just like went up and snagged that rebound. Again, he just commands so much space in the lane on rebounds because he's very long, he's very athletic. So that's something to like with him as well. So here he is on the perimeter. I do think one of the underrated aspects of his game, it's not necessarily a strength, but I do think he's capable of doing that. So right there, again, you saw that little hitch in his jump shot. He missed it to the right, I believe. But one of his underrated, so let's see what he does on Mitch Ballack here. He's a quick, big shooter guard. Let's see what he does here. And he switched onto a big. Yeah. But one of the underrated aspects of his game, I do think, is that he actually is capable of putting it on the floor a little bit. I think he has one or two decent drives. So right there, he made that wide open mid-range jump shot. Again, he made, 52% of his field goals this year. Good job staying disciplined, I guess. Again, he's one of those guys where he doesn't really need a whole lot of space. Or he can defend while giving the driver a little bit more space because he can get back to contest any shot with his long arms. So you got another rebound right there. And again, he's usually not in the best position that he could be. But again, his length and athleticism, and right there you see the dunk. Just on a nice rim run right there. But again, though, I do think he can kind of put it on the floor. I think he has a little bit more shake and wiggle to his offensive game than people may suspect. But again, right there, you just see the dunk. Had a nice little cut. I think Charlie Moore found him there. So yeah, we got... So right now, Reed is on Christian Bishop, who's like a 6'7" center in this offense, but really he's more of a good job staying down on that pump fake, on that spin around fake from Tyshawn Alexander. And again, another rebound. He can just go up and grab rebounds. He has that in him. And that's what makes him so devastating in loose balls, because he's quick, he's long, he can jump. So a lot of 50-50 balls you'll see him get. He doesn't really need to display maximum effort on any of those, just because of how physically gifted he is. Christian Bishop just hip checked him right there. I saw that, but so we're gonna time Bishop on the block right now. So now he's on Zagorowski, and he basically, it was an extended hedge, and then he got back to Bishop in the post pretty well. Let's see what he does here. Again, now he's on Zagorowski. Stayed with him a little bit longer this time. Overall, just solid defensive play. Again, the shot was made, but nothing really too eye-popping on that play. So he's all right there. So he kind of got sucked into that drive, and he missed a cutting Christian Bishop right there. He ultimately, you'll see a replay here. He got called for a foul, but look at where he is positioned with his feet in terms of where. So right there, he barely had to jump, and he wasn't even near Christian Bishop in terms of where you would want to be for a shot block. But he's able to just get that hand and just kind of swat it a little bit away. And again, he got called for a foul there, but again, that he does have pretty good on-ball instincts defensively in terms of just knowing where the ball is. It's just a matter of falling asleep on defense a little bit more than you would like. But his reaction time, I think, is pretty good. When he's faced with a ball situation, I think he reacts very well. This here, so he's got the ball on the perimeter. Sets a ball screen there. Dive into the post. And right there, he kind of was using his body. He kind of bullied Bishop a little bit. He probably might have gotten that rebound. Had a shot knocked on in. Play from here. That time he kind of got lost in the fray of things. He was kind of playing a little cat and mouse with Denzel Mahoney, and Mahoney took the space and was able to knock the shot down. So again, here you go. He's posting up, and he totally has a physical advantage over Bishop, but they doubled him there. So they got an and one here, and it's a media timeout, so I'll skip ahead all this stuff. So again, he'd already switched on to, I forget the name of Creighton's backup point guard, but right now he's on him. So right there, I don't know what happened, because he was in decent position, and I think he could have stayed on him, but his teammate kind of like pushed him off of his man, and so I think he was a little bit confused there. So I'm not going to really blame that on him. Yeah, that's weird, because I don't know what number he is, but Paul Reed was in a fine position. It was just a strange miscommunication, it looked like. Again, look at, so he deflected that pass right there. It ultimately led to a turnover. He deflected that pass, but he was on one foot and he was off balance, and it was he was falling the opposite way, and he still managed to just reach and get that. That's what I mean in terms of just that reaction time. He has that quick twitch athleticism that you love in the NBA. And again, he'll get his hands on a lot of balls, like either whether that's deflections or steals or blocks. So again, he's in the post right now. Let's see if they give it to him. They will. So you see right there again, I don't really buy that turnaround jump shot of his. Just because, I mean, again, it was pretty much a brick off to the right. Did not look very good. So got another foul, looks like. So they're going to set the screen here, and then here's Paul Reed. Again, good job just moving his feet, staying in front. Christian Bishop couldn't do anything on that drive. He's got another foul, looks like, so I'll skip ahead a little bit here. I'll just play from here. So again, he got another rebound right there, and he probably should have. I think he got a foul call. Got a little bit banged up there, but he's back in. Again, he plays 38 minutes in this game, so. But yeah, you'll see this rebound if he goes up and gets it. Just, again, just like the explosive athleticism that you love. And you got free throws here, it looks like, so I'll skip these. So Reed's in the post again, and he's on a smaller guy. I think it's Jefferson guarding him. They should be looking for him, but they didn't find him. So we got another timeout here by DePaul. So he's got a little cross screen, and then now he's got the ball right there. See, that's a pretty advanced pass from Reed right there, and I do think that's one of the underrated points of his game. It's just that he does have a little bit more skill than meets the eye. He's still not nearly as skilled as he should be, but people say that he's pretty raw in terms of his dribbling and passing. I do think he's better than people think. Right there, he lost a cutter on the screen. Again, that's kind of just that inattentiveness that kind of plagues him a little bit. And right there, he got the friendly roll on a jump shot. But again, people with Reed, I know John Hollinger, I think, has him in his top 23 prospects. There are a lot of guys who have him mocked in the late first round, or at least in their big board in the top 30. I'm a little bit lower on him than that. I have him at 45, which is near the tail end of where I see him. I think he bottoms out at like 50. But people are kind of all over the board with him, as they are with a lot of these wing forward prospects in this draft. So here's Reed. Again, so right there, he looked kind of fluid when he was dribbling, right? He doesn't really take a lot of dribbles in this DePaul scheme, but I do think that his rip and run potential is a little bit untapped. So let's see what he does here. So he's on Damian Jefferson. Let's see if he drives him. That time he was just a step late. Yeah, and he knew that. Right there, he tapped his chest saying, "My bad," because he should have done better there. Here we go. So let's see how he exploits this. See right there, you want to see him maybe drive the hoop a little bit more instead of settling for a shot that's 1 foot inside the 3-point line. But we've got another media time out here, so we'll skip all this and then get back here. So Reed's got the ball again now. He knows how to ball screen. So he's in help right now. That was just a weird play. I think, yeah, that was just kind of a scramble, and then Damian Jefferson made a good basket cut there. And again, Creighton's offense is very difficult to defend because they can all shoot the ball. They're all very good passers, and they're all very skilled. So you can't really leave anybody for too long. Right there, that was a pretty good floater right there from Reed out of the post. So right there again. So you see right there again, he just was kind of lazy. Maybe he should have seen that cutter coming in. Ultimately, it didn't hurt him, and he did get the rebound. But again, I'd like to see him be a little bit more active on defense because he's a really strong athlete, and when he is active, it's very scary for the offense. So Reed again. It's not a bad shot. Looked a little bit caught off guard by the pass. That's a really good steal by Charlie Moore, though. And there's Pantelis, DePaul's bench warmer that does all the dances. Another made three by Creighton. So we got him on a pick and roll situation right there, and then he's into a post up. So let's see what he does here. See, that's with his left hand. I like that he's taking that shot. It is hard because Creighton seems to be clogging the lane. And they seemingly know that Paul Reed's probably the best player on this team. And they're just kind of trying to shut him down. And they're doing a pretty decent job of it right now. But he's not really getting a lot of one-on-one room to operate in the post. So Reed, I believe, is out here. So I'm going to fast forward to 36. Is he out here? Yeah, he's out here. So I'm going to fast forward to 36:48 when he comes back in. There's a little bit of a break here. So here is how we get a dunk here. Yep. Ran the floor well there. Did a good job. I think Romeo Weems got that steal, and he's another guy that NBA people like. Not this year, but next year. So Reed's just pick and roll out of his DHO. So we got an offensive foul. Yeah. Yeah, just like a really solid defensive play. He's going to be a good NBA player too, I think. Romeo Weems. I think he's a top 50 freshman. I think from Michigan, and it was DePaul's highest rated commit in a very long time. Got that block there too, but so yeah, Reed was a little bit flat-footed there. Maybe should have offered the help a little bit more, but it didn't hurt him. See him right there, yeah. Yeah, and there's Pantelis. So he's in drop coverage on that pick and roll right there. I don't know what happened there. There's a lot of fouls going on right now. So I think we got free throws shooting. I think a tech happened, or yeah, here we go. We got another foul here, so that's more free throws, and I'll skip these. Good denial on that drive. Alexander lost the ball a little bit, but see, so right there, there's no excuse for him to not get a better box out on Christian Bishop right there. Good kick out. Let's see if he hits it. Pretty active hands from Reed there. Good job helping out to the corner and then recovering to Bishop. And that's just Mitch. Ooh, that would have been a big shot. We got the first block for Paul Reed right there. Got a block here, so that's some more free throws, so we'll skip these. See what he does here. Got another foul here, so I'll skip this free throw. Final 20 seconds of the first half, and then I will end this video and then upload the second half after this. And that's it for the first half. So I will pause the video here, and then I will record the second half after this one is uploaded. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on Paul Reed. I hope you guys saw a little bit of his strengths and also a few of his weaknesses as well. So yeah, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you for the second half.